towards the end of the show. Still a few good things to come your way, though. Travelling around Russia and enjoying its many rich cultural attractions, something I'd certainly like to do, and lots of other people would too. Fortunately, few of us actually managed to achieve this.
Well, one man who found himself with both the time and the opportunity, though, was American Cody White, who got to travel the country as the face of the Touch Russia project. And we can learn more about Cody right now as he again takes centre stage as the star of tonight's Prime Portrait.
Hey guys, my name is Cody. I decided to set out and touch Russia. That's right, I'm gonna get my hands all over it. It's only about 55 miles away. I'm headed to Moscow.
Long story short, I dated a Russian girl in the States, and I followed her back to Russia. The second time around, I applied for a scholarship to study abroad because I fell in love with the country. We had the idea was made ourselves, but the places that we chose to touch, that was sort of up to us. There wasn't a direct list of things to touch. We sort of just touched different things, different places, and of course I had a little bit of artistic freedom to touch it in the way I wanted, so we just had fun, shot different places and different ways of touching things, and sort of came together pretty well, I think. Well, as you guys know, I didn't come to Russia just to touch Russia. I'm actually here as a student to study the Russian language. I've been blessed enough and lucky enough to study here at MGU. It's one of Stalin's buildings. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. And I'm lucky enough to also live here as well. It's not only where I study, it's my dormitory. So I'm actually running a little bit late, and I think we gotta go check it out. Let's come on. I'm taking it slow, learning Russian, and hopefully when I graduate from the States, I might get a job here with an engineering company, or even work for a master's in engineering, assuming my Russian's well enough. In America, the final grade is more determined by what you do throughout the year, and in Russia I've realized it's a lot about the final exam, or these exams, zachilty. It seems like both systems are good, but it's hard to adjust to the system here for sure. So. There isn't much coverage of Russia in the States, and my perspective was that based on what we see in the history books from the recent Soviet era, so I didn't have much of an expectation outside of what I'd seen in history class. Don't underestimate the winter. That is my biggest mistake. I did not prepare at all, and it was hard to want to invest in new clothes and everything for it. So I roughed it out, survived, and next time I come back, I'm going to be completely prepared. It's way colder than you imagine. And that it sparked the interest to travel abroad. I went to a few different countries after that, and I never fell in love with a place like I did with Russia. It's the culture, the people, the atmosphere. It's hard to explain, but I just feel comfortable here.
Dang.
I believe you touched him.
He
touched you.
I did. We touched each other twice, actually, at the beginning of the interview and at the end of the interview. Cody was really nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching that. So.
Yeah, it's a great video shot by a very, very talented man.
OK, just time to finish up quickly with a look back at what made this day famous in Russian history. It's Historama.